One question lingers in the mind of every investor. Are we in an AI bubble? Should you be worried? The answer to that question is going to determine the portfolio returns of tens of millions of Americans. It's important to understand what is actually happening in the economy. The surge in AI-driven data center projects, all of that construction that's happening. Big reason for this explosion in construction is that mega cap companies continue to exceed expectations on their AI capex spending. So whether we're in a bubble or not, we know that companies are sinking insane amounts of money into building data centers and also hooking power up. In fact, the investment in power generation is very important to pay attention to because the market now, all of the stock investors, they are realizing that power, not chips, power is the limiting factor for hyperscalers. And here is Microsoft CEO explaining the lack of power supply.
The biggest issue we are now having is not a compute glut, but it's a power. And it's sort of the ability to get the builds done fast enough close to power.
Now, hyperscaler growth is no longer defined by how many GPUs they can buy. That's been the big race for the past few months or years. But now it's going to be defined by how quickly they can energize new capacity. And it's hard to have a bubble in AI when every person you talk to in an industry is yelling from the rooftop, demand is drastically outpacing supply. Bubbles only pop when a market gets saturated with supply and there's no buyers left. And we are very, very far away from that moment.